In this era of this global market, era of this global village, we feel that the global family. And that's why whenever we think of the India, the Bharat, we think of the philosophy. दुनिया ने व्यवस्था हमको दी, भारत ने दुनिया को आस्था दी. When the भारत आस्था देता है, आस्था व्यवस्था का जो संगम होता है, then the amazing golden era of the world will begin. That's the philosophy of the Bharat, is the contribution of the Bharat to the world. This philosophy of oneness we feel. Because we always feel that we need to think beyond gender, beyond the religion, beyond the races, beyond our country boundaries. Though these may remain, these should remain, but somewhere we need to think beyond that. And the one word I would like to mention this time, as a philosophy, what's the philosophy of Bharat? The one word is, you may like or you may not like it, is called dharma. Dharma is a word which binds the entire world together. And remember, and know that, the moment I say dharma, immediately some eyebrows will be raised. My father used to say that, if you know English, you are more confused. Because dharma, immediately we think of the religion. But it is not. Dharma is beyond that. The word dharma comes from the word dharana in Sanskrit. I know this is the seminar not for this political seminar. This seminar is not just for the Facebook page. We are sitting here seriously thinking about the future world. And that's why we need to really think about new paradigm, new narrative. Dharma means dharana. Dharana means uphold. The principle by which the entire universe will uphold is called dharma. And that's why dharma is eternal, dharma is universal. We can think anything about dharma, but there is no translation for dharma. Dharma sometimes becomes ethics. Dharma sometimes becomes the natural law. Dharma sometimes is the duty of the society. Dharma means sometimes the duty of the king, the state. Dharma probably the duty of the family. Anything dharma by which the entire world will sustain. Very simple example I can give you. If me, I am a son of a parent, I look after my parents, is dharma. With my action, my family will sustain, is called dharma. With my action, the family will destroy, is called adharma. And that's what dharma means, sustainability, to holding together. With my action, if society will sustain, is called dharma. Dharma sustains all the languages. Dharma sustains all the beliefs. Dharma sustains all the religions. Dharma sustains all the species. Each and everything, all the entities in the world should sustain, is called dharma. And that's why dharma sustains everything. And that's why promotion of the dharma means giving the global leadership of society. Think of today's problems. If you name off 4 major problems of society, or 3, global terrorism, global recession, and global warming. And the solution of these 3 problems are, the root cause of one problem, terrorism, is I am the only right. If I am the right only, you do not have any place, right to stay or live in this world. Dharma says, Ekam Sat Vipraha Bahudha Vadanti. The truth is one, but the seers can say, the wise people say different ways. Dharma says that truth is one. It can be seen by some seers, some wise men. Anyone can see that truth. Anyone can achieve that truth. But make sure all the truths should be preserved, respected. Therefore, giving the respect to all the religions is important. I met one of the person from the different thought. He said, Ram, I can tolerate other thought, but I cannot respect other thought. I said, it's adharma. You should respect all the thoughts happening in the world. Second problem of the world is called global recession. Because we feel that I am the right. If I have the capacity to hold or to buy anything, I can exploit the entire nature. Dharma says, Mata bhumihi putroham prithivyaha. This earth is my mother. If it is my mother, she is my mother, how can I exploit the mother earth? How can I think of exploiting the resources just for myself? The third problem is the global warming. Similarly, I should control myself, my needs for that. There is one thought, they said that entire universe is for your enjoyment. Dharma says, you are sharing the planet with every entity. If this thought to be brought in the front, then and then only the globe will be happy. Giving this thought to the world is the concept of global leadership. And therefore, whenever we think of the global leadership, we should think that this is the global cultural leadership. We need to give that culture to the world, and culture means elevation of your mindset. Shazia mentioned about the women. I was just visiting some seminar in American Embassy once, and a discussion came about the homeland security. I asked the question to speaker, what's the role of a woman in that security, for the homeland security? Initially he rejected that, there is no gender bias. He said, that's a very wonderful question. And he said that any civilization want to become fanatic, first they will do that women should be fringe. And if you want to make any civilization mature and respectable and composed, we need to bring the women into center stage. And that's why the civilization, to bring the women into center stage, we need the dharma in the hands of the women. And therefore in our Shastra we also say that the entire culture is based on the women. My mother used to say, if a man is educated, he is educated. If women is educated, family is educated. If family is educated, society is educated. And that's why we need to bring the place of the women in the front. Is it happening today? It is. I went to Saudi Arabia, Middle East countries I go regularly. Because I'm a ground level worker, working, meeting with many people. I realized in the culture they believe in the religion they believe in, if the women will get empowerment, if women become spiritual, that society cannot become fanatic. I met the lady, she's a yoga acharya, Miss Nof Marwa, in Saudi Arabia, living in the Jeddah. She has a Saudi yoga center, and 18,000 disciples she has, including the crown prince and others, his family. I asked her, what's the change? She said, because of practicing the yoga, all generations are becoming very spiritual, composed. Bharat government gave Padma Shri to Nof Marwa this year. If yoga is a concept of manifestation of dharma, that manifestation is spirituality. If these women will come in front, they'll realize that the entire community in the Middle East will become composed, mature, and respectable to all, and they will respect to all the cultures. Same in Africa. Today the African issues are, they miss the middle class. I go to Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia. There is a rich class, affluent class is there. There are poor classes there. The affluent class is very influential, but mostly corrupt. But the lower strata of the society, they're suffering. The people who believe in the survival of the fittest, they always work with this affluent class. When you want to get the global harmony, this middle class has to be there. It's a practical thing. And therefore middle class has to, and middle class is basically consists of authors, politicians, artists, teachers, accountants, doctors. If this middle class we can create in the society, I think the global citizen will have. And that's why today we are sitting amongst the many entrepreneurs, businessmen, artists, very influential people here. Now I appeal to all of you that can we create the schools, industries for that class in Africa. Each continent has something different need. This continent, Europe, is a philosophy. The families are fractured. The crime rate in the school is quite high. The people are suffering